Alright, so question number 14. Question number 14 says, first of all, fx is equal to 9x squared minus 4x minus 1 x minus 3 cube. So then they are asking show that f dash x, the derivative of fx is given by the given equation. So we need to prove that. So let's take f dash x, and so we need to double this out, and then here x minus 3 cube, then differentiation of this, that is 9 comes out, 9 is anyway there, 2x minus 4 minus this whole part, then differentiating this part, that is 3x minus 3 squared, differentiating what is inside is 1. So then you will get, so I'm going to take a common things out, so that is 9x minus 3 squared out. Then I will get x minus 3, 2x minus 4, 9, 3 x squared minus 4x minus 1 over x minus 3, 6. So what I can do here is I can cut this off, and then this will be minus 2. So that is, I will get 9. So what I need to do is I need to now simplify this part. No? So let's see what I will get here. So 2x squared minus 4x minus 6x plus 12 minus 3x squared plus 12x plus 3. Then I will get 9 x minus 3 to the power 4. Then I'll have this, we'll have this, and the rest. No. So I will get minus x squared 12 is going to be minus 2x plus 15. Right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the minus out. That will be minus 9 x minus 3 power 4. Then this is going to be x squared plus 2x minus 15. So I can take factors of this. So then I will get x plus 5, x minus 3, right? X minus, yeah, so I get minus 3, 9, x minus 3 to the power 4. So have I, this is plus, no? This is plus, was 12, yeah, this is plus, this is minus then. So that then I'll get x minus 5, x plus 3. So this is the answer they are asking. Right. So now they are saying, sketch the graph of y equals fx indicating the asymptotes, y-intercepts and the turning points. Okay. So now I know fx, I know f dash x as well. That is minus 9 x minus 3 to the power 4 x minus 5 x plus 2. Right. So now they are asking about the asymptote. So now the vertical asymptote, you can get straight away as x minus 3, x equals 3, right? Because x equals 3 does not exist in this fx graph. Then to get the horizontal asymptote, so you need to take the limit of, so now you need to take the limit of fx. So limit when x goes to infinity, we have to take fx, so that means limit when x goes to infinity 9 x square minus 4x minus x minus 3 to the power 3. Then you will get, so I am going to take 9 out, then I am going to take x square out from here. I am going to take x cube out of here, so 1 over 3 over x cube. Then what I am going to do is I am going to cut this off and this will become 1 over x. So if I take the limit, this will go to 0, this will go to 0, this will go to 0. So then what I will get is 1 over x. So I will get 9 limit x goes to infinity 1 over x times 1 over 1. So this goes to 0. So now the horizontal asymptote, right? So now the now y equals 0 is the horizontal asymptote. Right, so that is also done. So now I know the vertical asymptote, that is x equals 3, horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. Right, so that is also done. So now I need turning points as well. So before getting the turning points, I'll get when x equals 0. So that will be the y intercept also, that is f0. If I take f0, this will be 9. 0 minus 0 minus 1. 0 minus 3 cube. This is going to be 9 minus 9. This is going to be minus 3 cube. So then this you will get positive 1 over. So that 0, 1 over 3 is a point in the graph. Right, so now I am going to take turning points. So basically at turning points, f dash x is going to be equal to 0. So that means minus 9 x minus 3 to the power 4 x minus 5 x plus 3 is equal to 0. So now in the question they say x is not equal to 3, so this part won't be 0. So these two are the parts that will become 0. So then x equals minus 3 and x equals 5 are the x values of the turning point. So now what you need to do is you need to take f x equals minus 3. So what I need to do is I need to substitute here 9 minus 3 square minus 4 minus 3 minus 1 minus 3 minus 3 cube. So here you will get minus 5 over 6. Here you will get f when x equals 5. You will get 9 5 squared minus 4 into 5 minus 1 5 minus 3 cube. So here you will get 9 over 2. So now from here we have found the turning points and then the y-intercept as well. Right. So now what we need to do is, so now we know the 0, 1, 3 point. Then I know the turning points as minus 3, minus 5 over 6, and then 5, 9 over 2. So now I know all this stuff. So now I need to determine the shape of the graph, right? So let me take the shape of the graph now. That is, so now I have x minus 3, then I have the asymptote as x equals 3, and the other turning point is x equals 5. So what I need, so I know that this will be an asymptote. Now I need to evaluate f dash x. So let's put something less than minus 3 here. So now this minus part is anyway there. If I put something less than minus 3, right? If I put something less than minus 3, let's take something like minus 4. Minus 4 minus 5 is going to be minus. Minus 4 minus 3 is going to be minus. So when this is the power of 4, so that will anyway be positive, so no need to consider at all. So minus minus is going to be, whole thing is going to be minus. So then it will go like this. And this is a turning point. Then let's put something like 0 in between. So this minus is anyway there. 0 minus 5 is going to be minus. That is going to be positive. Whole thing is going to be positive. Then, so then this is the asymptote. And let's put something like 4 in between here. So if I put something like 4, this minus is anyway there. Then 4 minus 5 is going to be minus. This is going to be positive. So the whole thing is going to be again positive. Here this is an asymptote, this is the turning point. So let's put something like 6 here. This minus is anyway there. 6 minus 5 is going to be positive. It is also going to be positive. The whole thing is going to be negative. So this will be the shape. So then you all can further say the local minimum, that means this point, will be minus 3 minus 5 over 6, or you can say the local maximum is 5 9 over 2. So these are just like sort of icing in the cake. So these are the basic things that you all need to consider. Right. So now let's draw this. So I'll minus 3, x equals 3, x equals 5. So I'll get something like this. Right. So now based on these information, I can get the graph now. Right. So at x equals minus 3, I have a point called minus 5 over 6. So minus 5 over 6. So here it's going to be minus 3 minus 5 over 6. Then at x equals 0, there's a y equals 1 over 3 here. So I can write this as 0, 1 over 3. Then at then what we have, then at x equals 3, you have an asymptote. Then at x equals 5, you have the point. So 5, 9 over. This is 9 over. Right, so based on this you can get the answer, and then you know the horizontal asymptote is 0. That means at the two ends these will be 0. Then you know the shape, so I can get something like this. And then from here it's increasing. It is going through here and going to infinity like this. Then what happens is, you are starting from the bottom, then you have maximum here, and then you end with y equals 0. So this is the fx graph, right? Okay. Right. So next they are saying find the x coordinates. Sorry. It is given that f double dash. So now they are giving us f double dash, right? So they are giving us f double dash as 18 x squared minus 33 x minus 5 to the power 5, right? Where it's minus 3 to the power 5. Then they are saying find the coordinates of the points of inflection, right? So now when we need points of inflection, you all need to consider if double dash x equals 0. Just as we did for turning points, if dash equals 0, we have to consider if double dash equals 0. So now here if we consider that, right, then we'll get, then if double dash x is 0, that means 18 x squared minus 33 x minus 3 to the power 5 is 0. Right? And then here then since x is not equal to 3, right? X is not equal to 3, no? That is given, no? So then the only thing that can become 0 is this, no? That is x squared minus square root 33 square. That is x minus square root 33 x plus square root 33 equals 0. So now here you will get, and right, so although you got this, you have to see, so now you have to sort of you have to confirm that this is actually the inflection point. So what you all need to do is, you all need to so now here remember, now forget about the turning point, right? Now you all need to take now you all need to take the asymptote and these 2 points and then do your evaluation. So if I take f double dash x, here is going to be x equals minus 33. So now remember, minus square root minus 33 is what? Between 25 and 36. So square root 25 is 5, square root 6 is 36. Sorry, square root 36 is 6. So now this is between 5 and 6. So have a small idea about that, right? So that is important because, so now this x equals 3. Now x equals 3 is there. So now this x equals square root 33. We don't know where it is placed if we don't have a small idea. So then x equals 3 is here. Then x equals. So now what you all need to do is, so you all just need to evaluate. So now this will be right 5. So this is around 5.7. So now if you put something like minus 6 here, so if you put something like minus 6, this will become minus 6 squared, that is going to be plus 36. Then this is going to be positive, and then here if you put minus 6, this is the into the power 5, so this will become minus. So the whole thing is become minus. So then you say that it you say this. So here we are evaluating the concavity. You say it concaves down, right? If it's minus, you say concave down. So here, so then here this becomes, so if I put something like 0, I'll get a minus here, I'll get a minus. This is going to be positive. So this is concave up. Here between here, so this 3 and 5.7, so if I put something like 4, I'll get a minus here, I'll get a positive here. So I'll get a minus here, so again concave down. If I put something like higher than 5.7, that means like something like 6, I'll get a positive up and down. So right, so now do this evaluation and then say, because you know something like this, no? Down, up, down, up, no? Right, so then you all can say the inflection points are at x equal square root 33 and x equals minus square root 33. Right, so part B. Part B is a application question. So in this question it says a joining figure shows a basin in the form of a truss. Okay, there is some cone which is sort of broken down into half. Yes, yeah. So the slant length of the basin is 30 centimeters and the radius of the upper circular edge is twice the radius of the bottom. Right. Okay. So there is a image like this. Right. So here this is 2r and this distance is 30 centimeters and this is R. So then, considering the geometry here, if this is R, it is 2R. What do you call? If I get this as H, this whole thing should be 2H. Therefore, this will also be H. Right? So now here, what are they asking? They are asking show that the volume V of the basin is given by this equation, right? So now you can get H easily now. Now what I'm going to do is so this is also H now, and since this is R, this should be R as well, because the whole thing is 2R. So H can be written as 30 squared minus R squared or square root. Right. Then I'm going to get the volume of this. So what is the volume? So the volume will be the whole thing of what we call this whole cone minus this small cone. Right. So what is that? That means, so what is the volume of a cone? That is one third phi R square, phi R square H. Right. So that is 1/3 phi. What is R? 2R squared. What is H? This is 2H. Minus 1/3 phi. This is R squared H. Right. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1/3 phi R squared H out. Then I'll have 2 to the power 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. Minus, this is going to be 1. So then I'll get 1/3 phi R square. This is going to be 7. What is H? That is 30 square is 900. I'm going to write this as 900 minus R square. So this is right. So this is the answer that they are expecting. Right. So 7 phi R square over 3, 900 minus R square. Right. So now here let's differentiate this dV over dr. 7, 3, 5. Then I'm going to differentiate this part. So 900 minus R square. And I'm going to differentiate 2R. That means, sorry, R square, that is 2R plus R square. Then I'm going to differentiate this part. Then I'll get a half 900 minus R square. Then I'm going to differentiate what's inside. Then I'll get minus 2R. Right now. So here I'm going to cut this off. So then I will get so then I'm going to take 900 minus R square as well. 5, 3, 900 minus R square. Then I will get 2R 900 minus R square minus R cube. So then I can take R out as well. So if I take R out, I'll get 7 phi R 3 900 minus R square. Then I'll get 2 into 900 minus 2R square minus R square. So then I'll get 7 phi r 3 900 minus r square. So 2 into 900 minus 3 r square. So I'm going to cut this 3, then this will be 3r. So I have actually left with 7 phi r 900 minus r square 600 minus r square. Right? So this is what I am left with. And this is dV over dr. So next what you need to do is you need to find the values of r when dV over dr is equal to 0. Alright, so now when you are equating this to 0, so this part, so here we get 7 phi r 900 minus r squared 600 minus r squared equals 0. No? So we know that r is definitely greater than 0, and then it equals 900 minus r squared also is definitely greater than 0. No? So the only part that can be 0 is this 600 minus r squared. Right now? So then we will get r square as what? 600. That means r can be, this can be written as 6 into 100. So this can be, r can be plus or minus 10 square root 6. But r should be greater than 0. No? That means r should be positive 10 square root 6. Right? Then what do you all need to do? Then you all just need to show now r equals 0, r equals 10 into square root 6. So dV over dr. So you all just need to show that. So let's take something like the value of 10. If you put something like 10 here, right? So these parts will be anyway positive. This part will be positive because 600 minus, if you put 10, it's going to be 100. It will be positive. And if you put something like, let's take more than 10 into 106. So if you put something like, maybe like something like 30, this will become minus 2. If you put 30, this will become minus 900. So then you will have a, then this become positive. So then you will have a maximum. So then at r equals 10 cm, volume will be maximum.